Welcome to the Willamette National Forest. What's left of it. Where I am today is a part that my family and I used to go hike quite often. And I'm using Gillette stainless from Columbia. Before the pandemic, I haven't been up here since before the pandemic. And it's my first time back up here. In the B-roll, you'll see a concrete culvert that's over to my left, and a 360 of where I am and some of the other spots that we used to hang out at. In fact, there used to be a hammock that someone had put out here in the woods years ago. Emily, our daughter, who's 15, was maybe 8. She was sitting in it once and fell down, or it snapped and it broke from underneath her. Using my boar brush from Semogue. I hope this is all aligned correctly. I've been trying to use my rear-facing camera more rather than my selfie cam to get a better photo. So what you see behind me is what's left of the forest. Over the past couple of years, the forest fire was in the summer of 2020, back during the pandemic. And so back behind me was thick forest, similar to what you see over to my right, your left. And they were able to stop the fire right here. This is kind of the break line. And then as you go that way, to my right, your left, we have forest. But out here to the left, no forest. Well, a few lone surviving trees here and there. Alien Shave sent me for review their Mugg Pucks that just came out a few months ago. I have used 6 shaves and 7 lathers. I have soaked my board brush with my spray bottle, my bougie spray bottle. Did about 4 or 5 sprays on top of it. It is a heavy tallow soap, very old school. I've been mixing it for about 20 to 30 seconds. The one time that I lathered it, that I didn't actually shave with it, I'm using my vintage, one of my vintage Old Spice mugs that I put it in. But the one time that I didn't lather it, or the one time that I lathered it that I didn't shave with it, I compared the lather with Mitchell's wool fat. And I would say that this creates a very similar lather to what you get with Mitchell's, without the lanolin. My knowledge looking at the ingredients, there's no lanolin in this, but there is a ton of tallow, stearic acid, kokum butter, and shea butter. Stearic acid, for those who don't know, is an emulsifier, an emollient, and a lubricant. An emulsifier just means basically that it gives the soap its structure and hardness. An emollient is a moisturizer, and it protects against moisture loss. It's super good for the skin. In fact, a lot of cosmetic things you'll find stearic acid in, especially soap, not always. I have my Captain's Choice bowl here. I've been loading, did I already say I've been loading it for about 20 to 30 seconds, but today I haven't been counting. I think we're about there at 20 to 30 seconds. You can see the brush is full of this dense, extra dense, thick, creamy lather. I'll scoop what's in the bowl here. I think I have more than enough, or scoop what's out of my cup here. I didn't get an outdoor shave in last weekend like I wanted to. The weather has just been crap, which is typical for this time of year in Oregon. We really only, hi Luna. Luna and Emily are out here playing in the forest. Are you in the shot yet? Hi, good to see you. She's super muddy. You'll see that in the B-roll as well. Luna, for those who don't know, is our 2-year-old German Shepherd pup. This lather is so super creamy, so dense and rich. Look at this. This is just what I scraped out of the mug. My post shave, as you saw in the photos, I'm using your everyday Procter & Gamble Old Spice. I haven't used it in a year or two, and since I was using the mug, And as you may know, I'm all about the photographs. Hi, baby. Luna's down here to my right. Where's Emily? Where's Emily? Go get Emily. It's so awesome. She plays hide and seek with Emily at home. And so out here in the forest, that's exactly what they'll do. Where's Emily? Go get Emily. And she will go get Emily like she's doing right now. She's hunting her down. God, that dog is muddy. Oh, my wife's going to love us. Luna's going to love her bath. One thing about it, too, I've had someone ask me before. Oh, and I'll be topping that. I'll be finishing off because I really don't believe that Old Spice by Procter & Gamble is a very good product. I just have it for the nostalgia and the fun of it. I'll be treating my skin to the damage that I do with the Old Spice from Procter & Gamble with one of my favorite, probably my absolute favorite. It's fair to say that is my favorite post-shave balm is the Mysterium Serum from Phoenix Artisan. So while I was thinking of it, I have had a couple of people ask me, and I never really brought it up before, but I will. Had someone ask me, it was after that last shave that I did in thought forums. I had a couple of people ask me since then whether or not I carry when I come out here, and the answer is I always carry. My wife always carries. Out here today I have my 38. I have a few other daily carries that I take with me, but my newest baby is my 38. Just like shave stuff, we collect firearms. Even Emily, our 15-year-old daughter, has a few. So yes, I always carry. Even just going to the grocery store, I carry. Out here, I open carry. In town, I conceal carry. Now here I open carry just for easier access. And in town, I conceal carry, well, for a lot of reasons. You're here for the shave. My newest beanie, I got this for my birthday. This soap is killer. And I want to thank the fine folks at Alien Shave for sending this to me for review. They also sent me Solar Moon for review. That doesn't come out until summer. And it is a Tuscan lemon. This is unscented. They do have several scented versions that I'll be putting up there on the screen. I want to pick up the Brooklyn Heights. That's their barbershop. And Cloverfield. And they have a couple other ones like the 17, 16. This is a super old school soap. It is so freaking good. Tallow. So, you guys know I'm a big fan of like Phoenix Artisan and Soap Commander and some of the other companies that have vegan bases. I do enjoy a vegan base. But one thing about a tallow base that I particularly like is tallow is one of the best skin foods possible. Full of omega-3 fatty acids, which nourishes and strengthens the skin barrier. It's full of vitamins A, D, E, and K. Look at that. Can you guys see this? Hopefully, with that rear-facing camera, we have an overcast today. It's been raining and raining and raining. Today I have like a 6-hour gap that's not supposed to rain. So I'm counting on it not raining. Oh, gorgeous. And tallow also aids in the production of collagen. So for old guys like me, it's really good for fighting back the wrinkles. Got plenty of them popping up. And for young guys, it's a good way of stopping them. I have an absolute treat of a razor. Mike Bailey, known as the Bowtie Rn. I have from him on loan this Gibbs number 16, a Gibbs 15, which is the adjustable, and I also have from him the Sterling Hyper Aggressive, and that is with the standard plate, which is super aggressive. Next weekend I'll be using that in a review. And that razor, I think it's pretty fair to say, especially with the hyper plate, is easily the most aggressive, efficient razor in my den. With that hyper aggressive plate, it is one pass BBS shave. There's a couple of cleanups I've been having to do with it. I might accidentally lose this Gibbs 16 and it might not make it back to Mike. I really love it. Out of the 3 razors that I've borrowed from him, this one is by far my favorite, and it's super cool. For those who don't know, I'm going to link Mike's review of this that he did back in last fall. I think it was October or something. But just real quickly, I'm not going to talk too much about the razor. What I love about it, and I wish a quality manufacturer would make something like this. I wish a quality manufacturer would just give us a modern version of this razor. The plus is the aggressive side. The negative is the mild side. I love using the aggressive side on it. Let me put a couple squirts, and I'll just squirt my face. Made in the 1950s in France. It's a 3-piece. I never had Gibbs on my radar before. Of course knew about them, but I would really like to add a 16 to my collection. The 15 is nice, but I really like this 16. And the 15 is the adjustable one with the black handle. Look at that lather, you guys. This is just so dense, rich, and creamy. Amazing lather. Amazing lather. And you saw how quickly I whipped it up. Real quick, thank you, Mike. I know I've thanked you, but publicly, thank you. If you guys don't already follow Mike Bailey, the Bowtie Rn, check him out. Genuine, great content. Mike is damn good people. Damn good people. Thank you again, Mike. And I want to congratulate Lee Hasley. How do you say your last name there, Lee? He won the We Shave entry giveaway. I have 2 more to do. One more definitely on YouTube. I haven't decided if I'm going to do the other one on Instagram or not. I had said that I was going to, but I've actually considered checking out some other live formats on some other, websites like here on YouTube. I'll probably do it on Instagram just because that's where I've been doing them, but may just do it here on YouTube. Part of the reason why I've been doing this is because I hear Luna. I don't know if that microphone's picking her up. But I'm trying to get some cross exposure for, because I have people who follow me on YouTube. Thank you. And I have people who follow me on Instagram. Thank you if you see this, but I'd like to, as much as possible, have people able to see my content that I put on Instagram and on here. And then that way too, as I get going into some of these giveaways that are coming up with some artisans, you guys will be able to take advantage of that. Next weekend, I'm doing a giveaway with Francis at PAA, Douglas Smythe. He is in Europe right now. I think he's still in Spain. And so Francis is running the show until June. And next weekend, we're doing a giveaway on YouTube. And that would be either for Phoenix Lights, which is not available right now. And that is easily one of my favorite fragrances. I love that fragrance. That was one that they did for the Phoenix meetup just a couple of months ago. And if you don't want Phoenix Lights because you already have it, you can pick any other soap set that's soap and splash. So you can have Phoenix Lights, or in that giveaway you'll be able to pick anything else that's on their website. But I would highly suggest getting Phoenix Lights. I love it. I have the soap set, the Star Jelly, the EDP, the solid, and the DO. And I would honestly wouldn't mind having another set of it. I imagine it'll eventually come back because it was a super, super popular fragrance. I'm not the only one who loves it. The Solar Moon from Alien Shave, it should be out in early June to late June. somewhere in June. And I'll be getting the splash of that. When I do the review of it, I'm going to do a giveaway of Alien Shave. This is the second thing that they've sent me to review. The first was the Pink Magic soap. I've since bought the matching splash. That's a fun fragrance. It's not a fragrance that I would wear every day. It's pink bubblegum is what it smells like. But it's a fun fragrance. It's definitely not one, you know, I'd wear to work or anything like that. But shaving with it every now and then. The performance is killer. I know some people, for whatever reason, have had problems getting that stuff to lather. But as you saw in my review of it, I had no problems getting it to lather out here in the woods. And maybe it's just my thinking, but if I can get something to lather out here in the woods where all I have for water is a spray bottle and my drinking bottle, you know, very primitive setup out here. If I can get it to lather out here in the woods, there shouldn't be any reason why you can't get it to lather in the bathroom, in the comforts of your home, with all the 21st century luxuries. That's just me. You know, and if you have a hard water problem, there's videos for that. And, you know, distilled water is pretty cheap when you buy it by the gallon. And a gallon of distilled water, if you're using it only for shaving, you know, could last you a year. So that's all I got to say about that. A good craftsman never blames his tools. And that's also why I never do a review of something. Let me grab my towel. Especially a new base, until I've lathered it a few times. I will absolutely not lather something for the first time on video for a review purpose. I won't. If I can't get it to lather, that's a reflection on me, not a reflection on the soap. So I've decided not to do it before I even started doing my videos. You know, I had years to think about how I would do content if I ever did it. And I don't know that I'm doing it right, but I'm doing it my way. And just like when you do your shave your way. If you do content your way. That's the beauty of shaving. Let's shave your way. But for me, my way and the way that I do my content was after years of watching people, I'll be blunt, make themselves look like fools because they have problems with the product and then they blame the product. I'm super old school, and a craftsman never blames his tools, ever. So if I can't get a good shave, good performance, that's more a reflection on me than anything else. You know, I know a lot of people who can't drive a manual, a transmission, a car. I can, but just because you can't operate a manual transmission, does that mean that there's something wrong with the car? Or is there something wrong with the operator? I haven't used this in so long. Here we go though. I doubt you guys can hear that. That's Emily making some kind of screeching noise. Playing with Emily. I mean, playing with Luna. Oh. Alien Shave, I didn't say at the beginning, they're out of Illinois and they try and source, or they do source, everything from the States. Everything's made by hand. They started in 2020 and their Formula 51 base, which is what my Pink Magic is, which is what my Solar Barber is, and my Solar Moon that they sent me for review. I bought Solar Barber splash and soap, but they sent me the Solar Moon and the Pink Magic soaps. I can get a killer lather out of it. I really can. If you guys ever need help lathering something, shoot me a message. You know, I try and put a link to my link tree in every video description, and so feel free to email me. What's best is probably Instagram, because I won't miss it. You know, with all the junk mail and stuff like that, it's easy for me to miss things in email. But I'll happily walk you guys through anything you guys have questions. And what's nice too about Instagram, you know, I can send you video demonstrations of, you know, what I do with a razor or how I lather something. I scoop. I haven't, you know, this Mugg Puck stuff is the exception. I haven't been scooping it, the cerium serum, and that's because it's not designed to be scooped. But I know I could scoop it and get a lather out of it. But the Formula 51, the Pink Magic, the Solar Moon, and the Solar Barber from Alien Shave, I scoop those, and I can produce a killer lather. And the things, like if you check out Alien Shave and you see some of their posts on Instagram, a lot of it's tongue-in-cheek, and you have to have a sense of humor. And when I was growing up, there was this thing called comedy, and I know it's like a rotary phone these days, and it's very antiquated, and a lot of people don't know what to do with it when they see it or when they hear it. But it's supposed to make you laugh, it's supposed to make you smile, it's supposed to make you think. And I found that for me, when I don't take myself so seriously, and when I don't take things when I don't take things in life so seriously, I find it easier to laugh. I, for one, love the posts. I think they're hilarious. I want to thank you guys out here for joining us out here. Emily's doing the dance, doing a little jig.
I'm trying to get Luna to dig.
Dig, Luna, dig.
Luna.
Thanks for joining us out here. It's little big things. Enjoy them. Life is short. It could be your last day. Hopefully it's not. And if it is your last day, maybe I'll see you on the other side. Y'all take care, and thanks for joining me out here. And thanks again, Alien Shave. Welcome to the B-roll. I hope the shave went well. 360 of my setup. Let's first start with where I shaved from. Brought these logs over and stacked them up like I did there on top of this big stump. Created my little makeshift stilts, if you will. My little stool for my table. It was the summer of 2020 that the forest fire ravaged the Willamette National Forest. This used to all just be lush green forest, and I haven't been up here since before the forest fire. I want to thank you all again for joining me in the Willamette National Forest. Don't forget, it's the little big things. It really is. I took this hike in previous years for granted.